Heave hi, ho.
You woke up just recently too, right?
No, I'm ugly.
Are you an early guy or a late waker?
I'm an early guy. I got kids. I got 3 kids.
Holy fuck.
But you know what happened today? I woke up at 9 a.m., which is like waking up at 2 when you're a millennial. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
What time do you get up at?
Like 2 at night or 2 in the morning?
Well, back in the day, I used to sometimes make it way past noon. But now that I got kids, waking up at 9 is like waking up at noon.
Yeah. That's like a really good sleeping.
It's awesome.
Like it's 9 before they jump and knee in the balls when you wake up.
Well, here's the thing. You seen this? You got a kid, right?
Yeah, I got 2.
What ages?
2 and 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like diaper Vietnam still.
I love it. I hated the first one's diapers, and then when it came to the last one, I knew we were running out. I thought, these are the last diapers I'm ever going to change, and I cherished each little turd.
Yeah. Well, our daughter's good now. Basically, like, she don't like plopping in the potty there, so she just changes her own diapers. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
That's got rash written all over it there, bud.
It's got what?
Rash. You got to wipe it right.
She'll like poop and then change herself in like good 5 minutes. Like her bottom's nice and clear.
Hey, my kids are watching this thing called Hobbies Kids. When I say my kids, I mean the youngest, the 3-year-old. And it's just a video. It's a bunch of videos of kids unwrapping presents, toys.
Yeah, no, it's some fucking mind bender. Like, I used to watch like Flintstones, and there was like a story, you know, like Fred would have to have dinner with Barney and Betty or whatever, and then there'd be a problem. But the kids these days, it's like, here, watch me play a different game that they ain't even playing.
Yeah, that's the thing. So there's 2 things now they love to watch. Someone else play Minecraft, so you're just sitting there on YouTube watching a guy play a video game. Yeah. And then the other thing is just a kid, a little bit older than them, or sometimes it's an adult, unwrapping like a Hulk toy. And then he just looks at the Hulk toy and he goes, oh, the legs move and you can jump. They don't even really play with it that much.
Yeah. I seen the Play-Doh one. Here, Corey, come and tell them about it.
Naked.
You're naked. Well, then get your shit on. Get your clothes on.
I just want to see.
Okay, anyway, because I seen the Play-Doh one, and you know what I figure they are? Like, Disney pays them to do it, but they just pretend to be really fun, and oh, look what I got. But they got, like, backdoor money.
Okay, here's the problem with that theory, Terry. They have... Hey, how's it going, eh?
They take off, hoser.
Take off poses.
That guy's in New York, but he still likes Canada. Where are you from?
Canada.
Right on. Off you go, you little bugger.
That's the real... That's the cute age.
Yeah.
I'm going to knock you in the face when they get down.
Get upstairs, man. Sorry.
Did he just threaten to punch you in the face?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll talk to him later about it.
Yeah, you should. You know what? When my kids punch me in the face, I think that's good news because it shows that he's an alpha and he's gonna last in the world, eh? So
yeah,
then I go.
Teach him to be, like, I was the third of 3, 2 older brothers.
Oh shit! You must know how to fight.
Well, yeah, they tuned on me like big time, and now like I ain't been in proper fights, but I know in the back of my head if someone ever goes after me, like I know how to use my head. Basically, like headbutts are actually the way to go.
That's a good move.
I chipped my brother's tooth once because he wasn't expecting. Like, I weighed about 40 pounds when I was 15, and I would just crack him with my head now and then. And once I hit him right in the solar plexus, and he was like, and then he was like, okay.
But if he's got a nose anything like yours, then that's vulnerable. You could snap that in 2.
It's a bit soft, but you get that right in the eye. You watch it.
You know, I had a brother who's 14 years younger than me my whole life. Yeah. I guess that's inevitable, right? Once they're 14 years younger than you at birth, it's going to form a pattern.
Up. No, I've been telling my 3-year-old dad, he's like, when am I going to be, you know, and what you just said, he could never catch up.
Never catch up. So I'm pounding him, and I used to, when he was 4, I would just put my hand on the top of his head if I was on the phone or something, and then just go, and just compress him until he collapsed. And then I'd start punching him, 12, 13, I'm pounding him and flipping him and stuff. And then when he was 16, I'm now like 30 or whatever, and we're wrestling, and he gets me in a headlock, and I go, "Oh, you're a dead man now," because I can't breathe. Like I go, now I'm getting mad, and that's usually when I jump out and do some like, remember Venom?
The show?
No, Venom, like the Spider-Man when he's a black alien.
Yeah, the bad Spidey, yeah.
Bad Spidey. So I'd come down and just kill him, but all these years of beating him up, I accidentally trained a top MMA fighter, and he's got me in this one. I'm like, ow, get off, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And it was weird after.
Yeah, you got to watch it because you actually get older, and then they stay a bit younger, and then they're going to kick your ass. But did you ever, like, I don't know if you ever did it, it was a dumb thing, but awesome to do, where you'd, like, breathe and then choke yourself out on purpose?
Oh, yeah, you go like that and block the veins, and then you faint.
You fall on the wall, and you have, like, this half-hour story to tell. I don't do that no more, but when we were because my brothers liked wrestling too, and because I didn't weigh nothing, they would try all the moves, like the suplexes and the Boston Crabs on me. Man, but then one time they broke my leg.
Oh, really?
My dad's like, don't do that again. So he told him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I bet that kept him in line. So could you beat them up today?
No, my older brother, Charlie, like, he's got thick fingers, like them fat kind of fingers. And and, like, he has pain threshold higher than most humans. Like, you know those aqua trikes that they used to have on the lakes? Like those big trikes?
Yeah, they're banned now, right? Because they kept killing people.
Exactly. But when we were riding them, they'd say, fuck, Terry, you stay up top. And then they'd go swim because I couldn't swim so good. And then I just had my feet on the pedals. And my brother just hung on to them like, what are they called? Like a belt. And then I cranked it by accident and rolled his fingers up into the drivetrain. And he just calmly was like, Terry, fucking back up. And I was like, what do you mean? And he really calmly, and then I rolled him back out, and he had these grooves in there, and he didn't even yell. Like,
wow.
So he would crush me probably even when I was 100. Like, my middle brother there, he can, like, after I chipped his tooth and crushed his solar plexus, then he, like, you know, now he's like a little leery.
Yeah, he learned the hard way. Could you take your dad?
Oh, yeah, he's like old man now for sure. I just have to, like, sort of bump him down the stairs.
Yeah.
Off he goes.
My dad and I got in a fight, like an argument recently. He was criticizing my family. He's telling me my wife naps too much. I think she was napping just to avoid him. And he goes, I go, you know, I could fucking knock you out with one punch right now. And he goes, do your worst. And I realized a lot of these dads, they would like to get beaten up by their son. It's sort of like, well, that's that story finished now.
Yeah.
That's a good conclusion.
No, like that now that we fought?
Yeah, it's like, well, that's my bucket list checked off.
Well, no, I'd also say, like, my comment would be like, you know, they're probably old raisins just sitting there watching the stock market and they're bored. So, like, a fight would be like, oh, okay, what happened that year?
Yeah.
I got in a fight. Like, otherwise it's like, 4 years clicks by and you're like, oh, fuck. The market's exactly the same as it was when it was 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's schadenfreude. They get into a dark place, and you know, the scary part of that is, I guess that's where we're headed. When we're old, we're going to be thinking like, oh, good, I broke my foot, something to do, or, oh, good, my son wants to punch me in the face. That's interesting.
Yeah, or perfect, I left this burner on. There was a small fire, but I didn't croak. That's exciting. It's like, phew, I still got it.
Something to do. Something's going on.
Yeah, them raisins are bored. Like, that's why the internet's kind of good. Like, except my old man, he just fucking hates, like, he likes the computer, but he gets super angry when he tries to, like, work the printer.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I even have a hard time. Like, I got one of them ones with you still have to tear the edges off.
Right,
but
right.
I know how to work it. Like, I can get the drivers, I find them, and it works.
Yeah, you get them on eBay, I guess.
Yeah, my dad, he almost had a heart attack because the fucking thing kept printing color. And I'm like, Dad, it's because they don't want you to pay for the ink, and black's cheaper, and it's hard to change it from color to black. And then he's like, oh, fuck it, and runs, like, goes and, you know, he'll write it out by hand or whatever. Photocopies pictures.
Well, Terry, my mom does that too. She sends me these pictures that are on pieces of paper, and I go, I don't want this.
Yeah.
It looks like crap.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're getting to that age, though. Like, my brother was trying to help me out with the computer stuff, and he goes, here, I'll get you Gmail. You'll stop getting spam. What's your password? And I'm like, I don't know. And he goes, God, you old people and your passwords, you're a nightmare. And I went, holy crap, I've become that guy now. I'm the old dad.
Yeah. Well, you should embrace it. There's lots of good things too, you know. Like, and now you got 3 kids. There's good odds one of them will be able to take care of you.
Yeah.
Like some guys have 1 kid and they're fucked because that kid's a lonely child and can't take care of him. But you got 3, so you got better odds.
Yeah, the odds are 1 in 3 or something like that, right?
Yeah. Like, yeah, the math I'm not so good with the math, but it's higher.
Terry, it's a pleasure meeting you before you had kids, and we both grown into fatherhood together. You were at my wedding there. I'd like you to know that I love having you on the show, and I like you more than a friend.
Oh, right on. It's great to see you, and it's good that there's someone out there in America keeping them real.
We're doing it.
Canadian real. You know what I mean.
Right on, bud. Let's see you again soon, eh?
Yeah, take her easy. Adios. Fucking A right. It's okay, he's gone. Oh, fuck.
Thanks, Dave.
Widescreen. No worries, bud.
How you doing?
Oh, pretty good, yeah.
Wait, that's your real accent?
No. Well, Gavin, I'm quite astute this morning. We're off to the Stampede.
We forgot to talk about your movie. I talked about it with Paul a bit.
Oh, which one?
The Whitey Honky thing.
Oh yeah, The Legend of Whitey.
Yeah.
I'm making the making of. It's far more interesting than the movie.
Well, Paul telling me about that fucking. Paul goes, buffaloes are fucking dicks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the day 2, the trainer, man. Anyway, I've got a little bit of he flipped out of the frame, but there's a quarter of the frame where you see him land on his neck after getting a horn through his leg. It's pretty good.
That's awesome. That sounds like that Johnny Depp movie about the making of.
Yeah, where the
Don Quixote or whatever.
Yeah, the lead died, and then there's a Werner Herzog film, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun to watch. All right, well, I know you got to get your kids somewhere.
Off to the Stampede.
Fucking do it.
Okay, man, we'll take it easy. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Did you like that? Okay, check it out. I got a whole comedy show called How's It Going, Eh? You just have to click right here to subscribe.